Hello and welcome back to VGC. Today I'm going to be talking about Clutch, which I had the chance to see and even play last week at Summer Game Fest 2026. Now, Clutch is an upcoming racing game from Maverick. Maverick is a team made up of former Forza Horizon devs, and the gameplay that you're seeing right now will probably make that clear. So it's a not quite arcade racer, not quite sim racer, it's somewhere in the middle. It feels quite a lot like a Forza game. So far, so good, but the thing that really blew me away from my early time with the game is just how ridiculous it looks. There was a moment where I was speaking to the art director and I had to just vocalize that in the nicest possible way. I didn't understand how the game looked so ridiculously good. I'm not just talking about the cars, because obviously cars have looked great in video games for a long time, but specifically the live action actors. Toyson Cole and Lil Sims are both the main characters in the game, and they look ridiculous. There was a moment specifically when you saw Toyson's character, Theo Marshall, and I thought it was live action. I felt like an absolute rube. I thought I was long past the days where graphics could trick me in such a way, but I was so impressed by it. So the overall story is you are a racing driver in the R1K, which is Clutch's top tier racing league, like the Formula 1 for example. And then there's a big crash, and the boss of the R1K, played by Peter Serafinowicz, doing a Scottish accent, introduces plans to further AI integration into the league to limit future accidents like automatic braking and speed control and things like that. So that obviously leads your character to join the Midnight Collective, who are like underground street racers. Once you do that, you get mixed up with the wrong crew, and you have to then steal a supercar from the top of a skyscraper. Now, this would be a problem, naturally, having to evacuate a skyscraper with a car worth more than your family will ever see in multiple generations, but thanks to the world of Clutch, you have a grappling hook that you can shoot into the side of a helicopter and fly down the side of the building. It really is Fast and Furious nonsense, but the way that they've pitched it is really effective. I hope that the main game has a few of those moments every so often, so it builds up to that, and then when you're not doing that, you're just doing some excellent general street racing. I got to play the game itself at the end of my session, and it controlled like a Forza game, maybe slightly heavier than a Forza game, but I really enjoyed what I played, and between that and how good it looks, it has went from something that I was middlingly excited for, I thought the reveal was a bit of a stumble, to maybe the most exciting thing I played at Summer Game Fest, a game that I was telling everyone else to go and see because I was that impressed by it. The only downside I would say is that when you're driving, the screen can become a little bit busy. There's occasionally like a fake Twitch chat that scrolls across the front of the screen, which looks a little bit weird. One of the messages in that Twitch chat did make me laugh, so I felt a bit of a rube, but other than that, I was super impressed and I can't wait to see more of it. Honestly, if I was one of the two big platform holders in this space, like if I was Sony or Microsoft, I would think about picking it up. Obviously Sony has Gran Turismo and Microsoft has Forza, so maybe they think they can't have another major racing franchise, but I am so impressed with what I saw so far and I can't wait to play more of it. For my written preview, check out VGC and enjoy this gameplay.